Flosstube, what's up? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a little while, and that's probably because I've been back to work and, just don't have much time to stitch and sit and think about stitching and look at floss tubes of other people's stitching. So, yeah, back to the grind. It's not completely back to normal. I don't think it will be for a little while, but anyways, I thought I was due to share a video because I haven't gotten too much done, but there's stuff that I'd gotten done that I hadn't shown you, so I figured I'd stack it all up and maybe go over some of it today. I've gotten some haul too, and it's kind of frustrating. There's a lot of haul, like some fabric that I've ordered, that like I ordered them around the time that I ordered my European cross stitch kits, and I still have not gotten the fabric, which I know a lot of the fabric companies have like staff laid off or something, so they can't get stuff out, like they could at least. So, but yeah, there's a lot of fabric I'm waiting on, and I've got a couple things that aren't new acquisitions, but I'm like kitting them up. Just like on the last videos, I'm on a mermaid spree. So, also, I don't know if you might have noticed, but Mermaid of the Pearls has taken a trip to the framer. Woo! So I can't wait till she comes back. I hope it looks good. I also took my finished Teresa Wentzler's unicorn to the framer. Before I did, there's this idea that I had. I know I shot a quick video of my finished unicorn at one point. I don't know if I uploaded it though. I'll have to check. Maybe I will. But when I finished it, I got it in my mind that I really wish I could increase the sparkle on it. So what I did was I thought it's a nighttime scene. Let's put a few little beads here and there and make them fireflies. So that's what I did. I added fireflies to my unicorn. So she's at the framer along with Mermaid of the Pearls. I don't know how long it's going to take. She's got to order the stuff for the frames. At least I haven't got any calls saying, oh, this frame's out of stock, because that happens a lot of times. But hopefully I'll be getting them back soon. So that's exciting. Look for that in a future video. And then let's see here, a bunch of other stuff I'm kitting up. Let's start with where I stopped. This was a Mania piece. This is Heiress of Atlantis by Bella Filipina. And I'm going to do her skin over one, which is why she's looking quite ghostly. But man, I love this fabric. I'm like dying for it. It looks fairly true to color on the screen, which is shocking. Usually that doesn't work when I hold shit up for you. I did get a new curtain too. I was kind of worried it would alter the colors, but it seems to be doing pretty good so far. So yeah, here's what I got done. Nothing is done. As I said, I'm wanting to over one her skin, and I don't like counting around over one, especially when something's not charted over one. I'm just doing it over one. I'm not good at counting around over one, so I like to do all the surrounding stitches, and then I can just fill it in. And then it makes it, I'm easier counting over one next to over two than I am counting over two next to over one, if that makes any sense. But yeah, there's only one color I've done in her hair. As you can see, it's almost finished her hair. It's a very predominant color, but the main reason I picked it is because it outlines her torso quite nicely. This, the Trident, that's missing a color because like I was missing some floss for that, so I had to like make a trip to Joann's to pick that up. I was also missing a braid. So, but yeah, that's where she is, and I'm loving her. She's really gorgeous. I really had a hard time putting her away, but since she was my first like Mania start, I felt like if I don't put her away now, she's going to be the only thing I start. So I had to put her away, and the next thing I picked up and started for Mania was my Chatelaine Deep Blue Sea Mandala. And I wanted to get the center done. I mean, it's kind of close. There's no beads or anything on it yet. The whole center part's beaded. I have already picked out the beads and thrown them down and decided some of them I don't like. So I will be tweaking the center. I've got some crystals that I'm playing with, I'm putting in there. I would not let myself put it down until I got something clearly aquatic, so I did the starfish, and then after I finished these little starfish guys, I really lost speed, which sucks because like this part up here, I was really looking forward to do because it's got like this nice little coral, formation, and then when I go up further, I hit fish, and I was super excited to get some actual like legit sea life, which this is a microscopic sea life. Is it? trying to remember if it was algae or if it was like a chitin or something. I can't remember, but it's microscopic sea life. So, but it, you know, looking at it, you wouldn't know unless you knew what microscopic sea life looked like. And then my next mania, whoop, got the chart still here, which I don't think you guys can see it from that far. That I've highlighted all over it. So, but this is this gal, Renaissance Mermaid. So it's this one. I don't want. I'm too lazy to take her off the scrolls. And it's like I'm still working on her right now. I don't want to get her back on the scrolls. But I'm doing hair. She's got a hairdo right now, and that's all she got. So same story for her as for Heiress of Atlantis. Her skin's gonna be over one. So I'm trying to stitch all around it before I start it. If you can kind of see, this is where her arm goes, where she's like kind of holding her hair. But I really like this one. Like, I like how pre-Raphaelite she looks. You know, like that Botticelli Birth of Venus, I think, is what the inspiration for her came from, with the flowy hair. But I just think she's gorgeous. And this fabric, it's kind of looking okay on the screen. But it's a very blue-purple tanzanite color. And I really like how the beads are set off there. And speaking of the beads, the last time I talked to you guys, I was still shopping for beads for this because I converted the Mill Hills to Delicas. And some of them I was happy with and some of them I was not. Well, now I'm all happy because some of the haul that I got was from Fire Mountain Gems. And let me get a piece of paper here. See if you can see this. So this was a color I had already picked. Is it this one? I don't think it's that. Yeah, there we go. So I had this one picked out already as a conversion. This one's fairly simple. You know, it's just a blue with a bit of an iris cast to it. So that one was easy. I'd already picked that one out. This one I'm not even going to hold up the original because it's just a clear with silver lining. There's the sub for that. The one that I was having trouble with were these two. So there was this juicy blue-green zircon color, and then this pearly kind of mint seafoam color. This one, I ordered this, and I think I just at random ordered it because the name of this color is funny. It's Emerald Lined Rainbow Aqua. You know, so, and I just ordered it on a fluke, and when I got it, I was like, holy shit, that's it. Now this one's silver lined and this one's not, but this one, like, the color's so vivid. This is actually a translucent bead. The color's so vivid that I, like, don't care. You know, like, it's just, oh. And when I hold it up to the fabric, it really kind of pops off of it, so I like that. So yeah, finally got that one sorted. And then this one, I was going back and forth between two colors. I'll show you the color that I ended up not going with. Really, neither of them are spot on. I just kind of ended up picking the one that I thought was funner. So this one, this is a fun bead because these are like, it's, I don't even know how to describe it, but basically there's grooves cut into the glass. So it kind of has almost a mother of pearl effect to it. The light catches it really interestingly. But this one is a little bit more of a pistachio color. This one's a little bit more of a vibrant color. But I love the effect of the bead. This one's silver lined. But it's got a nice kind of almost an opaly cast. And I know it's not quite as close to the color, but when I paired up with all the other colors I converted with and held it up on the paper, this is the one that I thought looked the coolest. So I went with this one and I really like it. So I was very happy when I could finally finish looking for beads for this piece. So, but in that order was a lot of beads. So one thing I'm kitting up. Right now I'm just, I got a hair on me. That happens. I shed a lot. So, Fairy Moon. Been kitting that one up and also converting. I have a few pieces of fabric that aren't big enough, but holding the colors on them, I'm like, I kind of like it. You know, I'm not sure what color it's going to be yet, but let me show you what I'm doing for the beads. And there is one bead that I still need to do something about. But I got super excited with some of these beads. Let's see here. So I was looking for, I don't have all of the beads for this one. I have a few. This one I have just because I had already stitched Fairy Moon and I had these left over, I think. So this was a color I was searching for. And I finally found these. And I think they're close enough. But I'm still going to hang on to these and maybe use both. Because these are silver lined and these aren't. And I kind of like the effect of silver lined beads. They catch the light really well. But these ones are also kind of a pearl. So they're still pretty. So I'm keeping both of them just to see what I do. Let's see. And then I grabbed some beads that I'm like, I might just add these on just because I like how they look. And I ordered them, again, I ordered them on a fluke. Like this one is Luster Rainbow Gray VL. I'm not sure what that means, but it might be black or something. But look how fun these colors are. Like this one, it looks very gray, but it has a very rainbow effect, which I think that's really cool. I think that might look cool in like the little, like there's all these like little miniature moons and swirlies up in the sky with her. I think maybe I could throw some of them in there. There's an aqua color that goes in with them, and this is the color that I converted to for that. Just a transparent aqua with a bit of an iridescent coat. Actually, let me see what the color says. Sometimes that helps. This is Sea Line Rainbow Sea Blue. That sounds about right. But the thing I'm super excited about, and I'm afraid it's not going to show up on camera too well. So the, let's see if I can find it. I'm trying to remember the moon in Fairy Moon. So this bit right here, all the white in that is beads. That's a solid beading. And I think it was this color bead, you know, just a clear with an iridescent sheen to it. And I remember I stitched it with white thread or something so it would show through the bead a little bit, make the moon white. But I started thinking, I'm like, there's some fun finishes on beads, and I found this one. I don't know if it'll show up. The seafoam ones from Renaissance Mermaid are the same finish as these. So like they have a, like let me grab them real quick. They have that, the lines cut into the surface so it gives them kind of that mother of pearl shimmer. And then these are coated with a iridescent top coat. Because I bought this in plain white and this iridescent. And I was kind of just experimenting, you know, because I really don't have a lot of white delicas in my stash. You know, I like to stash the sparkles. So they're both the same kind of finish. And I don't know if the light is going to catch it. Probably not. Ugh. But when I thought of using these for the moon, because it has kind of that moonstone shimmer, I thought that would be cool. So, into the box it goes. So I pretty much have everything kitted up for Fairy Moon, except for there's one purple bead in her shawl. And I'm probably going to play around with that one anyways. Which it's, if you look at her shawl, it's right around the top part here. And it's a matte bead. So matte beads aren't shiny. And I don't really care for them, especially for something like this, because from far away you can't even tell it's a bead because it's not sparkly or shiny. So what's the point? So that's another thing that I had some of these other beads for. I did buy some beads. I haven't taken them out yet, but these are matte and it's like kind of the same color, but they're transparent instead of opaque. But you know, I'm like, these aren't fun enough. So I'm still looking around. There was one bead that I had, it was this one, and I was kind of excited for it. It's kind of a transparent with an iridescent sheen, and it's the same plum color, but I didn't pay attention when I ordered it, and they're size 8 and I need a size 11. So I might just try and find the same color in a size 11. But again, when I looked at them, I was like, you know, it looks cooler on the screen. So yay, but Fabric-wise, I have a piece of, which I showed it to you in one of my last videos, a piece of Pictureless Plus's Da Vinci. I think she looks kind of good on it, you know, so I'm planning a few other projects for Da Vinci, so I don't want to use too much of it. And I have a piece that's opalescent and not opalescent, and I'm not sure which one I like better, so decisions. This next thing I want to show you is kind of annoying because, annoying but exciting. I don't have the chart yet, and I don't have all the kit, but that's because it is brand spanking new, and it's a Bella Filipina New Mermaid 5th year anniversary. And when I saw it posted, I don't know, like 2-3 weeks ago, I about died and was like, oh my god, I love that. I have to do that right now. Like, let's start that right now. I'm buying everything and I'm starting it right now. Like, screw all other plans, which that's kind of my motto anyways. But Amphitrite, Queen Goddess of the Sea. Here's all the floss for her. I think I'm missing like maybe a couple colors, maybe one. There's multiples needed of these ones because she's on like this big pink throne or something. So these are all in here, so the extras are right there. But she's super colorful. I have fabric on the way for her, but I'm anticipating getting fabric, it not looking the way I want to, and probably ordering more fabric, which will suck for her because she's a big piece. I have to order a fat quarter for her. So if I don't like the piece that because I use the fabric viewer. A lot of people, like on the Bella Filipina page, there were some fabric viewers pictures put up, and there were some cool things, but none of them were like hitting me solid. So I played around. I found another color that I kind of like, so I ordered it. So fingers and toes crossed that it's appropriate. So, but once I get that, I'll probably film that. There's a seller on Etsy who I ordered the design from, and she put together like a bead and a floss kit. I was tempted just to get because there's some silks and some metallics and stuff like that. I was planning on maybe just getting the threads because, I'm probably gonna convert her to delicas anyways. But I prefer, she's got a lot of beads, and she's got some treasures too. So I decided just to order the whole kit. That way, I'm okay with converting if I know exactly what the bead looks like, or if like there's maybe 2 or 3, one's red, one's green, one's gold, something like that. I'll convert that. But if there's a lot of different colors, I kind of like having the mill hills right in front of me so I can convert a little bit more accurately. So that's what I'm doing. So I ordered that kit, and so the kit and the chart should come at the same time. She just updated me a few days ago, and she said that the chart is on its way from the Philippines, because I think that's where, is it the Philippines? I think so. I think that's where, or maybe it's Singapore. I could be wrong. But she said that all of it should be sent to me at the same time, so that's exciting. So fingers crossed on that fabric, though. I ordered it from a new to me fabric company. Is it Fiberlicious? I think it is. I ordered a lot of stuff from Fiberlicious because I found, I've got, you can't see it here, but I've got a pile of like mermaids that I'm kitting up, and I found so many different fabrics because as I'm doing all these mermaid designs, I kind of envision hanging them like on this wall right here and hanging them kind of together. And I kind of want there to be a wide variety in fabrics. I don't want to stitch them all on aqua. A lot of them are stitched on aqua, but they're different aquas. So that makes it all better, in my opinion. Oh, and also let me show you, I had talked to you guys about Clay by Kim's in my last video. This was the new guy that I got that was on the way, but this was my midnight find. Isn't it cute? Beyond midnight, actually. So yeah, this was the first dragon that I caught in the wild. Everything else I have just overpaid people. But since we're talking about that one, wouldn't you know it, shortly thereafter, what was I talking about needing a purple dragon? Guess what popped up on eBay? And guess who won? I got a purple dragon! Oh my god! She's so cute, I love it. And so yeah, right now I've got my sweet little peach. She holds my chart on the paper for me. And the little purple one just sits there and makes me happy. And then I got her little friends. Pretty much my dragons are living on my little Teresa Wentzler sun dragon banner. That's just kind of being my dragon minder. So yeah, super excited about that. It tends to happen. I tend to get two very close. I only have 4 total, you know. So I got the other 2 that are up there. These 2. I got them fairly close together, and then I got these 2 close together. So it's probably going to be another year before I get another one. But hey, I'm going to still try. So, can always be hopeful. Other haul. This came, I had this watched on eBay forever with the fiber kit. And I got my tax return during shutdown, but I was kind of hanging on to it, you know, for bills and stuff. But once I went back to work, I was like, you know what, I'm going to have a little bit of fun with that tax return too, which this wasn't horribly expensive. I'm thinking this was $35 altogether. But it's the Tropical Garden from Victoria's Sampler. I do love Victoria's Sampler. I am slightly disappointed. This one does not have like any hardinger in it at all. So I might have to make some. Just like maybe down at the bottom there. I think that'd be fun. So I got that. Excited about that. I'll probably stitch that on an opal lesson. Then I found this design and I was like, ooh, me likey. So me order. So it's this little mandala, little koi pond. And this is by Shannon Christine. She has an Etsy page, I believe, but I couldn't find this one on it. So I actually got this from, I think, eBay. And then it got shipped from Canada. But I was like, I need those fish in my life. They actually look a lot like, I've got a tattoo on my ankle foot. They look a lot like the fish that's on my tattoo, because I've got 2 koi fish, 1 for each of my kids. So I was kind of like, I need that. And I'm very tempted to either stitch it in completely metallics or completely beads. Like, I think that'd be fun. I want something really sparkly. It kind of looks like a giant version of one of the chatelaine centers, I thought, at least. Okay, so this is getting kitted up. I don't have the fabric picked for her yet, but some of the fabric that I have ordered, I have in mind for her. She's one of the few Mirabella mermaids with the chartreuse green that I actually kind of like it. I think it goes with her tail real nicely. I've looked at her chart and I'm like, that looks fairly doable. So she's in the kitting up pile. This is a recent acquisition. I did not have this one. And this is a South Seas Mermaid by Mirabella. Now this one, when she came out, or at least the first time I saw her, I wasn't too impressed with her because I didn't like the J shape of her. But I also must not have been looking at a very good picture because I've seen her stitched up and she looks very, like, the thing I didn't like about the J shape is it lacks movement, but she actually has a fair bit of movement. You can tell she's kind of like, yeah, she's kind of sitting in the water, but her hair is moving and she's got all these tendrils coming off of her, so she's just chilling, you know. That night, there's really cool dimensions in her and she's got some really nice beads. I saw her stitched up really nice and I was like, you know what? I've changed my mind about her. I've decided that I like her and I'd like to kit her up, and I found a piece of fabric that I think she'll look cool on. We'll see once it gets here. This one was on the list that I need to get, so of course I got her. I don't have the bead pack yet. I'll probably get that too, though. I have no clue what kind of fabric I want to do her on. Like, she's got that weird skin tone, which I love. I think it looks really cool. It makes her look like a creature, you know. But, yeah, she's got, like, purple in her hair. And, yeah, I love turquoise and purple. I'm all about it, but at the same time, I'm like, do I want to put her on that color fabric, or do I want to, like, do something weird? I haven't decided yet. This is a new acquisition. This is one that I thought I had, but then I started looking through my stash, and I was like, holy crap, I don't have that. So this is Mediterranean Mermaid. And this one, I've looked at the chart, and I'm like, holy crap, that's freaking simple. So, and then I did get the bead pack with her, which, you know, I'm converting most of these, except for the big chunky ones. Like, those are so cool looking. I love the kind of light effect of these. I mean, yeah, Delica does make a size 8 bead, but I like that, so I'm probably just going to keep it. The one thing I might not keep is her chartreuse green tail. I'm not sure I'm feeling it. I did see a picture of someone who converted her to a blonde, and I think I like that because there are no blonde Mirabella mermaids, so maybe I'm just going to make one. So let's try that. So yeah, this is as far as she's been kit up. So like I said, I've ordered a shit ton of fabric, and hopefully one of those will do for her. Here's some more haul. This had been on the wish list, so I got to erase that. This is Cathedral Woods Goddess by Mirabella. I think she's super cool. I also got the bead pack. Probably converting those. Probably. I do love these leaves, though. I think those are really cool. I might have to get a couple extras of those, because I fancy doing the Celtic Ladies from Lavender and Lace. I fancy doing the autumn one, and I want to add some leaves to it or something. So I think that'd be cool. I've seen her stitched on some really cool fabrics, but every time I'm like, ooh, what fabric did you use? It's like discontinued, or it was a solo or something. So my heart breaks a little bit. This one is not a new acquisition. This is one I dug out, and I'm like, you know what? You're wanting to do all these mermaids that aren't Mirabella, which I just showed you a big old pile of Mirabella mermaids. So I was like, you know, you gotta throw in some non-Mirabella. So here we go. Romance of the Sea. This is by Terrence Nolan, Dimples Design, all the above. I am kind of torn on him being blonde, which is funny. But it's because, I don't know if you can see, he's got a beard. And it looks kind of weird because it's so like light. So I feel like if his beard was darker, I wouldn't be like, what is that? You know, like, he does have a lot of metallics, both of them do. And the little stingrays are done over one, not all of them. This one's the only one not. The big guy, the little ones are over one. Also don't know what fabric I'm going to stitch this on. I'm just going to have to get the threads, and when I get my shit ton of fabric, most of it is mermaid friendly. Hopefully I can find something. They'll fit on a fat quarter though, so that's nice. Me likey. Here's another new acquisition. Had to get her. She's so cool. I was super excited about this one and the idea of stitching her, even though she's kind of not what I'd usually stitch. I'm not usually a big, pretty lady in a dress. I mean, I'm a girl just like everybody else, so occasionally I'll see one that I like, but I really like that this is done with like all the new DMC flosses, and I love the vibrant colors, and I love how it looks on the purple. So I was like, you know what? I like that. That, and I haven't done too many of the Mirabellas with the heavy patterned fabric, you know, and that's kind of a trademark of hers, you know, and I've not done one of those because most of what I've done are like Fairy Moon and mermaids, you know, so I haven't done a lot of the patterned dresses, you know, like Fairy Moon's dress was fairly simplistic. But this is the fabric I'm probably going to do her on. I've had this for a little while, and I think it'll look good, and it's big enough, so why not? So yeah, this is a Weeks Dye Works 30 count in lilac. So I've got that sorted, and I've got plenty. I've got, when the first new colors came out, I think I bought like 2 or 3 of each one, because I really liked them. Let's see, is that it? I think that might be it. Ooh. I was going to show some of I finally got another box for my treasures. These are the weird shaped ones. So I'll show you a few of the ones I got with my Fire Mountain Gem order. Like, I think this will look good on a mermaid design. It's like a little starfish. I think it's cute. I have Brilliant Mermaid, which I still have not started her. She was on my mania list of things to start. Where did I put her? She's not within, yes she is. She's right here. Duh. Show her to you guys so you guys know who I'm talking about. So yeah, Brilliant Mermaid. I'm converting the beads, and I think I'm converting her hair slightly because the colors for her hair came out kind of brassy looking. So I got them sitting right here. These are the hair colors used in the Angel of the Sea from Lavender and Lace, and they're just more kind of a neutral blonde color, not so brassy. But she's got this this kind of greenery draped around her, and there's like these little red berries, and I was like, I don't like those. So I was looking for something new to use, and I'm not sure if I want the color or the not color. I'll show you both. But I bought these guys. Where's my card so you guys can see them? So I bought these guys. They're just the little flower things. Let's do it that way. So I don't know if I'm doing the clear iridescent or these are the vitral. So like they're greens and pinks and orange. So I'm not sure which ones I'm going to do. Maybe I'll use both. I don't know. I'll use them for something. So, and I got two sizes of these ones because there's other designs that I kind of have in mind for putting these little like flower doodaddies on. Yeah, isn't that pretty? I like that. So I might do that instead of those little red berries because it's putting off kind of a Christmas vibe to me, which seemed kind of just weird. So I didn't like it. So yeah, that's mostly what I got. On the way still, fabric. Quantity shit ton. I've got a Picture This Plus order coming in. I've got the Fiberlicious order coming in. I'm thinking there's another one floating around. But I did get some fabric, and I can show you that. I just now remembered that. I've had these sitting here. So, this just came in yesterday. This is, I'd never ordered from. This is Seraphim Fabrics. And this is Sea Spray, which is cool. I like it, but in the picture it kind of had a little bit more wisps of like brown and green, kind of like, oh yeah, that's the other company I ordered. Actually, I haven't placed that order. They had told me to call my order in, and now I just remembered, oh, I didn't do that. So here I am thinking, oh, I got all this fabric coming in on the way and haven't even ordered it. Well, silly. Anyways, Ship's Manor. My order from Ship's Manor came in. I must say, they're nice and speedy. I like it a lot. So that's where this fabric came from. This Bliss that I'm stitching her on. I'm like dying for this fabric. So as soon as I started stitching her on it, I'm like, I need more of this fabric. So I ordered me some more. And I ordered it in a normal color. Or not normal, but like non-opalescent. Where is my opalescent? I've got that somewhere. Did I kit it up already? I can't remember. But I got it in 28 count, 32 count, and then I've got an opalescent. I must have thrown the opalescent somewhere. Because I'm sure I ordered it. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I don't know. Maybe that's what happens when you buy too many fabrics. I also ordered this Whisper. And this color is definitely going on a mermaid. I haven't decided which one's getting it yet. I need floss to make that decision. But I do really like this one. It's a very kind of vibrant Caribbean greeny blue. It's not showing up true to camera. It's looking more blue on the screen. But yeah, I like it. I wonder if maybe if I hold it with something behind it, maybe it'll show up a little better. Let's try putting Mermaids of the Sea behind it. Maybe it'll show up a little bit better. Nope, not helping. Now, I also have the dilemma. This is my big dilemma with fabric. Sparkly or not sparkly? This one is not sparkly, so now I feel like I need a piece of it sparkly. I do think this would be a cool color for, where are you at? This one. I think she'd be cool on that. Especially if I make her blonde. Let's see what the beads look like. I actually haven't done this yet. Let's see what the beads look like on it. Should work. Only these big chunky beads right here, I'd use real freshwater pearls because those just, I don't know. Reminds me of back in the 80s when we made like weird jewelry with those big fat bugle beads. But yeah, I really love this color, Whisper. So I'll probably order it in an opalescent. Especially because like when I put my order in there, it really didn't take too long to get it. And then what else? I have another piece of this fabric, not this fabric, but by this company, and I got it off eBay, I think. And let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it's in this drawer right here. Yes. So, oh, and there's my sparkly Bliss. Just got fabric thrown everywhere. I don't know why I had those sitting out and that one not. But this is the same company. I bought this off eBay though. It's Halloween Mummy. I love it. I think it's really cool. I love it. Don't have a design in mind for it yet. I did kind of do a floss toss with Fairy Moon for this, because I was thinking like darker colors for Fairy Moon, but I was feeling Da Vinci more, which, just to refresh you, this is what Da Vinci looks like. So, you know, it's kind of similar. It's almost like a dark version of Da Vinci, like, but I was kind of feeling Da Vinci a little bit more. So I haven't ordered the fabric for Fairy Moon yet, but I'm leaning hard on Da Vinci. So, I've been talking for over half an hour now, which, you know, there's plenty of floss tubes that go over an hour, but I'll say this is my longest video yet, and it's funny because I'm showing all this stuff, but I'm like, ooh, look what I bought, and it's like, yeah, I got more stuff on the way that isn't here yet. It's like, I need to stop buying. But yeah, it's just I want to get all these mermaids started. Oh, that's another thing. I need to order another set of scroll bars for the Amphitrite. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I know she's like one of the Greek goddesses when she married a Triton or something. I can't remember. But I need to get another set of scroll bars so she'll fit, because she's so big. I had it written down somewhere, but I'm thinking I need to get the 26-inch bars for her to fit on it, maybe even bigger. I hope not bigger. Right now I think the biggest bars I got are the 30, and that's what Serengeti is currently on. I haven't started Serengeti yet. I need to get this one. I think I want to finish the fish panel up top, the first one at least, before I start another one. I know usually I'm like, get the center done and then you can move on to other ones, but I really want to stitch some fish, so I'm going to stitch some fish at some point. But right now I'm going to work on this fish lady because I'm feeling her pretty good, you know, so, and I want to get her skin either started or either her hair finished. I haven't decided yet. I kind of just go with whatever I feel like working on when I'm stitching on things, because it's for enjoyment anyways. So, but I would love to get the over one started, you know, and get her face done, because then I can move down to the fun part, which is her tail. So, and I tend to kind of save the tails for last a little bit. I like when I'm stitching things, I like for you to know what it is. So, I feel like with a mermaid, when you get their torso done and you're working on the tail, it's easy to tell what it is. But if you have just a tail on fabric and it doesn't have like a torso, I feel like it doesn't translate as well. This is just me and my isms, so I'm sure we all have them, but anyways, that's mine. So I think that's it for today. I will update you guys when more of my fabric arrives, if I start more things, when I get my framed pieces back. I'm really excited for that. I hope the bill's not too bad. Also interesting, the gal that I took my frames to, she's been open for a while. She's been like the only LNS I know. Like, I can get to her 10 minutes from my house, and it's by far like the only like LNS, but it's really a tiny LNS. It's almost like, I feel like it's the Tapestry Angel, and it's in Piqua, Ohio, and if you've been there before, it's like a little house, and I don't know if it's her house and that's just like the front room, that's the store, you know, and then she lives in the back, so maybe that's why it's been such kind of a casual business. But when I dropped my framing stuff off, she's the one who's done my framing in the past, and it's been so long since I've gotten anything framed. First off, I didn't know if she's still framed. Second, it was like, do I take them to her? Because I know she does acid-free tape mounting, and I kind of was feeling maybe having them laced. I'm still back and forth, like which way is best, you know, to frame them. But when I went there, she told me that she's planning on closing in September, so I'm going to have to find someone else to frame my pieces. If at the very least, maybe I can go to Michael's and order the mats, and then I'll just frame them myself. Like, I'm not opposed to doing that, but you know, sometimes it's nice just having somebody else do that stuff for you. It can just get so expensive though. So, but anyways, I will show you those when I get them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.